chasing those does, because that's like
2:30.
How far?
2:30.
2:30. That's what we like.
Yeah, no doubt. I wonder why they're moving fast. It's probably either a buck or a bear.
Yeah, or they're like goose deer and they hate wind.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. This is Kodiak, though. They gotta be used to it.
I'm sure they're used to the wind here.
Yeah, it's kind of like yesterday. They're really moving down low first. So it's a good thing we got here when we did. That's what I'm wondering, if they could have been here, they'd do this and then go up there. You know?
Well, and I think this is so like dense and thick, yet it gives these bucks cover, and then they go out, mess with the does, and then come back too, if they're not super ready.
Yeah, we may end up having to climb this thing today, I think. But maybe it'll be for buck 2.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, there's so many bucks right in this pocket yesterday.
Yeah.
My thoughts are, they're here because there's a doe or two.
Yeah.
That are in heat, and generally, my hunch is that doe doesn't go that far.
Right.
You know, they have their little home spot they like.
Yeah.
So my theory is they're not gonna like just motor off.
Right.
And so, if the does are here, the bucks will be here. That's the plan. I mean, he was only right there at 700 last night.
Right.
All he has to do is come a couple hundred yards over and down here where he was yesterday, and he's dead.
Yep. Oh, I got a buck. Oh, he's a shooter, I believe. He's looking right at us. He's, Okay. Where's he at? I'm trying to... Where are we at here? Walk me in. I was on my spotting scope. Can you tell me where he's at?
Oh, I see him walking left.
Yeah.
Okay, Adam.
Yeah.
Too far.
Yeah, he's up there a ways.
Up. Nice spot.
Okay, Adam. So you got the big yellow face.
Yeah. Go from that red where the first does were. 2 o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah, above. It's quite a ways above where the first doe was.
Yeah.
Yesterday, where the buck went over the top.
Yeah?
He's the dark patch below.
Oh, I got him. He's just below it.
Yep.
He's about ready to go into those alders at 600.
Yep.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep.
What happened?
Oh, he's just cruising. I don't think he knows we're here. He's a stud, dude.
He just got up there fast. Is he that first one?
He's 650 right now.
Is he that one I passed in the morning?
No, he's the big one. He's the biggest from yesterday. The big deep
No,
one.
he's not. He's the biggest?
Yeah. He's in the buck.
I think he has the crab fronts.
Yeah, I think he's number 2.
Nope, he is the biggest, boys. I'm looking at him.
Okay.
I looked at him last night. He does not have crab fronts. His right is deep and his left is more shallow.
Yeah, the problem is with this wind, we don't want.
That's him. That's him.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
I don't think we spooked him.
No. Oh no.
I don't think we were saying he was looking at us, but I don't think
He stopped and just looked this way for a minute. But where's he at in those alders?
He's going up toward. He's going up toward where he disappeared yesterday.
For 5 hours.
Yes.
Oh, good. Thank you.
He's going up. He's going to hit that same dark, perhaps, that he walked through yesterday.
Yeah.
If he's on the same trajectory.
But this is like, we're an hour or two earlier than when he did that. at least.
Well, he's probably checking a few things, and then he'll be back where he is.
Yeah.
He's doing the same. He's walking the same hill.
Hopefully this stick here up
He's
close doesn't create a problem.
Spud. Damn, that's a big blacktail. Jeez.
Where's he at now?
He's just about to walk where he did yesterday.
Exactly where?
Yeah.
Did he just bed? No.
No, he's feeding. I mean, that's a good buck. That's not the same buck.
I don't think it's the same buck.
It's gotta be. He is feeding.
He's got his nose in the dirt sniffing.
Look, he's skittish.
No, he's smelling grass.
No, that's the big deal.
Oh, look at that. See, he's on high alert. Oh, dude, I'll shoot that thing right now.
Yeah, he's a nice buck. Did I say that?
Brian, yes.
Let's keep eyes low, Brad, for another one.
Alright, we just got a buck, and I'm pretty sure it's the big mature buck. If it's not, it's the number 2 buck. Great buck. Got on him for like a half a second, and then he walked down into the thick brush out of sight. But we're gonna make our way down through this ravine, get out of sight. The wind's blowing that way. We're gonna work down, and there's a ridge that we can hit that's kind of open, and we can run up that ridge, get some eyes up on the mountain, get some elevation. I should be able to shoot back into hopefully 2 or 3 other bucks.
Alright, well, update. Right where that buck is standing, there's a doe with him, so hopefully she's in heat, and they're just kind of doing their buck-doe thing. The wind is ripping, so, and it's only snowing and raining a little bit here and there, so that's a good thing, probably, because they'll stay in that little corner where they're out of the wind. And I think we can get them. We got a lot of hiking to do, climbing to do, but I think we can get them.
I love Kodiak. Look at this view, though. Brad. We gotta cut right at some point.
Actually, I think we want to go back a little bit and drop over there.
That's actually what I'm wondering. Because it was doable another 50, 100 yards back, wasn't it?
I agree.
Yeah.
We're slowly working our way up out of this bottom to where we last saw this buck. When we were at the bottom, I quickly threw the binos up, and he was up just kind of looking around, doing big buck things. He was about 600 yards. We've already closed 150 probably. We're working on closing like another 200 probably, hopefully, but we're working our way up right now.
Yep. Put another one in him if you can.
What?
Put another one in if you can.
Can't see him.
Going in the yellow to the right.
How far?
Yeah, he's in that cut.
Well, we saw this 4x4 come out. I could barely hold my gun
I
still.
saw it first.
Yeah. Then he got mad at me for making too much noise, went and ate his lunch, and then I had to find the buck again. Well, he was down there having a pity party.
There is some truth to this story.
But what happened is, in case you can't tell from the video, it's slightly windy. I adjusted for wind a couple feet. I probably needed to double it. It's just, gust was 300 yards, shot well beyond that, but it was super windy. So we're gonna go see if we can make the most of light. Sun is our friend right now.
Yeah, we're gonna motor over and see if we can find this buck.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Did you see him? There he is. Do you see him? Yeah, right there on the top.
Where's the Brian?
He fell.
What?
He's down. He's down. Yeah, he's down. I think he's down. Nice job. Having fast. I was bulldozing up this hill.
I whistled at you like 9 times.
Just making sure he doesn't get up. I saw him tumble and his feet go up in the air. Oh, dude. What a day. Today was rough.
Game over.
The stupid wind.
Game over. Wow. Come to Kodiak, they said. Have a good time, they said. This is absolutely insane, but we got the first, well, second buck of the trip, first with the 3 of us. But man, we've been hunting hard and we got a buck. So
Raining, snowing,
Yeah.
a little everything.
yeah, crazy.
You can see the ocean in the background.
Yeah,
Nuts.
beautiful, man. Kodiak is not for the faint of heart, right?
No.
Dude, this is like, we have to glass them up. We glassed up a buck earlier at 80
this is
yards.
like southern Alaska where we're
Yeah.
hunting moose.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Like they can be bedded up 80 yards. You don't even know they're there.
Down. Keep going straight.
Yeah.
Go to 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Last I saw him, anyway.
Got him.
Got him?
Got him.
You dead?
Looks dead. He looks dead.
I like him dead.
Yeah, he looks dead.
Wow.
Yeah, that is a big body.
Oh, that's a nice buck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice buck.
Yeah, he's a fun guy, isn't he?
Oh, he's a
He's
nice
cool.
buck, dude. Wow, that is nice. Look at how bladed and heavy that.
Oh, he's a 3x4. Yeah,
That's
an old buck. That's wider than the ears, bro. Look at that.
well outside his ears.
Well, yeah.
4 on his right, 3 on his left.
No way. Woo.
Mass.
Dude, a lot of work for this guy.
What a stud.
Yeah.
Congrats, dude.
Dude, thanks, Brian. Thanks for helping
Look at
make
the
it happen.
body on him, huh?
He's a tank. He's a tank. That's awesome.
Look at that. Bladed action. Wow. Got
He's
some-
dark.
yeah.
Is that darker than normal, isn't it? Down
It is
low?
pretty dark, but I
Pretty
think it's
dark.
because where these bucks are living in the
Yeah.
trees.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they're not in the tundra.
There's a little bit of trees out here. Yeah.
Look at the fatness. These things are just
Yeah.
stout.
Tank. beautiful. They're so cool. Such cool creatures. Look at the big white
Rope
patch. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool?
Dude, Adam.
Yeah.
Tall too.
Yeah. Yeah, we got the bay behind us here in Kodiak. It's my first Sitka blacktail.
That's a dandy. That's a dandy.
Yeah. Right? That's cool. Yes. Sweet.
Cut my teeth on Daddy's old LGO, and I lost my mind somewhere in New Mexico. And she dug a snake on my back.
Going down this trail, it's way off course. Way off. We're gonna stick to the devil we know.
Go back to crappy way.
Yep. Yep.
I got friends who know how to have a good time. Yeah, they roll around and drink Carolina shine. I've seen the devil in a dark, cold mine.
Hey, was it too slippery?
Victor, take your time.
Yeah.
Don't want to get hurt now.
Flat underground. No more bushwhacking. For today.
All right, folks. Thanks for watching our movie and coming along with us on this hunt. I hope you're enjoying it. The first episode, if you missed that, go check that out. This was an awesome trip, an awesome experience on Kodiak Island. We've got more footage like this coming your way over the coming months, so stay tuned. We're going to get into more behind the scenes on this hunt, talk about Adam's shot, talk about the island itself, the hunt itself. Before we do that, we have a big announcement. We have a huge giveaway going on right now. It's called the Gritty Stole Christmas Giveaway.
Yep.
You can win my entire gear setup. Everything that goes in my backpack on a backpack hunt, you can win it all. And my body, my clothing, my vinyl harness, my pants, my puffy pants, my sleeping system, my shelter,
Binos, boots.
dryers,
Yep.
trekking
Poles,
poles,
tent.
gators, tent, the whole thing. You can win it all. It's worth more than $8,000. All you have to do to be entered to win is go to peaksequipment.com and spend $10. Every $10 you spend is an entry to win. Use the code GRITTY when you shop and you will save. It's a win-win for everybody. If you like the content, please support us by doing that. And you have between now and December
17th
at
midnight
to be entered to win. On this hunt, I just want to talk about it a little bit. It was an incredible experience. I love Kodiak Island. If you haven't been, you need to make that happen for yourself.
That was my first trip, and I promise it's not my last.
No,
From the fishing to the duck hunting, the deer hunting, the lodging at Foxtail Lodge, like everything, the Weatherby crew, like
it's so affordable.
shout out
by
to
the
those
way.
guys because it was awesome.
It really is affordable. You can do it yourself, which I have done multiple times. Or you can sign up with a place like Foxtail Lodge, and can't recommend those guys enough.
No.
Jerry, who is the owner, awesome human being, puts on an excellent service, a great place. It's a nice thing to have that as your home base.
And the couple guys he has working for him, Rafe and Nolan, like Nolan Cook. I mean, duck hunting, the
Top-notch
boat,
human beings.
they are incredible.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, you get the access to the boat, the sea duck hunting, the fishing,
Yes.
as well as the hunting for the deer. Awesome place. Adam Weatherby invited Brad and I to come down. It was pretty late notice, We had a lot packed schedule, but we were like, we're going to make it happen.
We have to do it.
We have to. Thanks for you for the invite, Adam, as always. And we got to hunt with Adam for a number of days, spend time with the entire Weatherby team that was there. And I'm grateful that they are partners of ours. I truly, truly appreciate their friendship as well. For us, it's more than just a business transaction. We love what they stand for. We love what Adam stands for, and everyone that works for him. Class acts. The guy behind the camera with the other crew, Kobe Owens, super talent. You got JD, you got Tyler, you got Joe.
Be on the lookout too with Joe Farinato with some articles about this hunt.
Yes,
coming out at Field Ethos.
And if you want to sit down with the crew of us, all sitting down post hunt, we recorded a podcast which we released last week. Go back and check it out and watch it. It's worth your time. You'll get a little more behind the scenes. You'll see the little lodge we stayed in at Foxtail, and you'll learn a little bit more about hunting on Kodiak. And it's just a brotherhood, camaraderie type of podcast as well. But there's lots of good information, little little nuggets of knowledge, in there. Now, whenever we share a hunt, there's always going to be people out there who are going to criticize something that we did or didn't do. It's easy to do when you're back at home and you're sitting on your couch, and especially if you haven't had. I find people with vast levels of experience do very little criticizing.
Yeah, right.
It's the people who think they have that think they have all this experience that they don't really have, that are the first to jump on the bandwagon. So Adam's shot wasn't through the heart. It wasn't. Right. It wasn't the perfect shot. The conditions on Kodiak on that day and the subsequent days were nasty.
Right.
The winds were unbelievable.
40+ mile an hour wind, crosswinds.
And in certain spots, even more. Yeah. If you see that grass and stuff, it's just ripping. And what you don't see in the video is that buck, when he comes out, Adam is set up closer to the camera, and he just can't get steady. He moves closer, and he gets on the knob, and the wind is ripping, and he can't get steady again. So he passes on shot 1, shot 2, opportunity, and you're looking at it going, shoot
the buck already.
The buck's just standing there, right? And you're like, man, why didn't he shoot? Because he wasn't steady enough.
Yep.
And so he finally got to a spot where the wind was sort of blocked, and he could get the rifle steady, and he got a little lower. He's able to drop his profile down a little bit lower and really settle on that buck. Now, the wind was blowing so hard crosswise. It wasn't a head-on wind. It wasn't a tailwind. It was crosswise.
Right.
It's about the worst.
Like 90-degree angle.
Yeah, and the range.
Pushing.
And so he's doing some calculations on hold. He's got a
124 grain hammer bullet, which are awesome, but they're light bullets for like that 6.5 RPM. It's a light round. So wind affects it a lot.
And Adam, he talks about this on the podcast, which is why I say you should go back and listen to it, where he's been learning different hunts can leverage different tools. On this particular hunt, the wind on that mountaintop being as nasty as it wasn't something that he had anticipated.
Yeah.
And so it became a challenge, and for all of us, because we all were shooting similar setups on that trip. And so in this crunch time moment, Adam is getting his elevation right. He's determining, okay, I got to hold off the wind. The buck is moving. I'm whistling. I'm the guy going whistling in the background as loud as I can, trying to get that noise to carry through the wind. You can hear it. And that buck, I got him to stop a couple of times, but he just looked around and then moved further and looked around like, what? And then moved further. Finally, he stops for just a second. Adam's able to settle, and then he's got a hold. Now, the buck isn't quite broadside now. Right. He's kind of facing, but he's finally holding still for a moment, and he's about to disappear.
Right.
I mean, he's about to drop. And so Adam accounted for wind about where he thought he needed to be, holding off body.
Right.
To account for that wind.
Correct. That
wind drift. And
even though, the shot's not that far of a shot, it's just, barely over 300 yards.
Yeah.
So that wind is cranking hard. And that's why we moved to where we were in that location, was because we knew we couldn't take a shot any further than that.
Yeah.
So that's why we traipsed onto the mountain to go into their bedroom.
And the buck was in that little pocket. If you look at the video, when I plot him on the visual map there with a little icon, you can see where that buck is sitting.
Yep.
And it was a little bit of a sheltered area. And so even though the buck is still in the wind, but he's nowhere near in the wind like we are.
Yeah, right.
We're getting pelted by the wind.
Yep.
And
across that little cut, just
so Adam does a great job getting the job done. He takes his shot, and it's just a hair because it's quartering two. You know, if you look at that, had he been 6 inches more to the right, he'd have got into those vitals a little better. As it was, though, he hit that buck, and it was going to be fatal, 100% fatal in that shot. But it was going to take some time. And so the buck drops down, and we know we got ourselves a bit of a problem now. Hopefully that buck is stoved up or in pain or bedded pretty quickly, and now we're going to be able to kind of sneak around. Well, you can't sneak around.
Yeah.
Like, everything makes noise.
Right.
You have to bushwhack.
No,
and so
it's thick, it's noisy.
Oh, dude, we were a little bit stressed, but we were like, you know what? We're going to get in there and get after this. So we get up on that slope. We're coming up over it. That buck comes. We anticipated, let's get high.
Yes.
Because if he hears us coming and he gets up, we can get shoot him on his escape route.
Yep.
And sure enough, he did exactly what we anticipated. He comes out, got another shot into him, fatal. He rolls down the hill. It's all she wrote. It was pretty cool. It was such a relief to get that. He was hurting, by the way. You don't see it on the camera, but I'm like, he's right there. He's right there. Because I had just seen him come over the top, and I barely got the camera on him before he drops him.
Yeah.
And so that buck goes down. And anyway, it was a pretty cool experience. Big relief to everybody there. Go over there.
Adam
check out
got the biggest buck of the trip with all of us.
What's interesting is you look at that buck, and I think people who haven't hunted KUIU deer a lot, and if you didn't put your hands, Blacktail, they're both small deer. You don't put your hands on that buck, you don't realize how much mass there really is. And this is just an interesting comparison. This is my KUIU deer from last year, and when we were down hunting in Mexico. Mm-hmm. And this buck has some nice mass, big. He got a lot of inches. He's a big KUIU deer. But here's a shed that we found up there, and see if you can see. There's quite a mass difference when you look at this Sitka. Brad, if you move that one up, if you look at the mass here between this Sitka Blacktail and
it is
the KUIU buck, definitely less inches, right? Like, look at all the inches on this KUIU, but look at the mass on this buck here from Kodiak. Now, this is a shed we found right where we were hunting this buck. What's interesting is the buck that Adam shot has about that kind of mass. Yeah. But you can't see it in the video well.
You don't notice it. And there's a couple reasons. The antler size, it's small as far as
they're compact.
They're compact, but their bodies too. Like, they have these giant linebacker bodies with these short little legs, but it just doesn't do justice of like these racks on them.
And so what's interesting is when you look at all the bucks that were taken in camp, and you take a buck like this Sitka Blacktail, and you see Adams next to the other ones, they almost all have similar width, similar spread, similar size in general, tine length about similar, but the overall mass on Adams is substantially larger. It's so much more than the rest. You can just see the age when you see the mass. What's interesting about this too is when you look at this buck, this is a mature buck. There's a lot of mass on this antler. This is a pretty big typical. Yep. Look at this, like, eye guard that actually doesn't act as an eye guard. It's like
almost like a dropper
to the side. And there's actually some pictures of other bucks with this genetic propensity from that area that we saw. JD showed us some pictures. His dad shot one that was almost identical.
Yep, on the opposite side.
But it was on the other side. Yeah. So these genes are running around over there. It's kind of webbed right here. It's a really cool antler. Well, when you look at this is when you consider this against that giant buck that we were watching on the first day. Yeah, those tines are like, he does not look like your He doesn't look like a Sitka blacktail. In my experience, I've seen very few bucks like this deer we were watching.
He looks like a true mule deer.
He doesn't
Big
curve
tall.
either. He doesn't come up and curve in. He's very much boxy. Comes almost straight up. His tines don't curve inward. They kind of go boop, straight up. Where Adams is more conventional mass. We call him a 4x3, but he's really like a forked horn with two pinchers.
Little pinchers, yeah.
Little pinchers. There's no tine length in those fours.
Right.
But that's what he was going to be. I mean, he's old. His body's thick. His neck is thick.
Yep.
He's the boss. He chased out a bunch of other bucks, which we didn't get on film, but he was the boss in there.
Yep.
We don't know. We pick up that big buck multiple times over the next few days. For that story, that you're going to have to wait for how that unfolds over the next episodes that are on their way down the road. But anyway, I just think this is an interesting discussion to have and for you to see, the difference here between, for example, an old shed and a Coues deer, in comparison. The mass here is not even in the same ballpark.
Yep.
Yet it's so much less inches overall. Right. And anyway, not to say, it's just what Sitka blacktail are like.
Yeah.
Which I find beautiful. That's their throat patch, their
Double
colors,
throat patch,
the dark antlers. They're just rubbing on all those alders, the orange red color.
They're pretty.
I mean, they're so cool.
And again, this is my theory. I told it to you guys. This is my theory why they have giant bodies and short legs. Is because that brush is thick. The alders are thick. They got to have the power to go through it, but they need short legs to go underneath of that.
They got to be bulldozers at the same time as
they're agile.
They also swim across oceans to other islands.
Right.
And they're phenomenal little animal. Yep. Anyway, so that's the story. That's how that shot goes down. And I even teased Adam on the episode before, man, it'd be embarrassing if you missed or didn't make a great shot, And Adam's a good sport about that. I'll tease everybody about that. But I was actually, it's a tough shot and no guts, no glory. And Adam shot his shot. And in the end, he got it done. We got the deer. You never want to see any undue suffering. At the same time, you're balancing the objective to get your deer, to get the job done. And I think we all learn too.
Yeah, no matter how good you are, no matter how much you hunt, like you hunt enough, there's gonna be something like that always happens, and you just got to deal with it. And Adam, he's an incredible shot. That's one of the best shots I've seen. Hunted with Adam a couple times now.
Yeah,
and he's a blast and a great shot. And we dealt with the situation, and he put that buck down, and he has a stud Kodiak blacktail now.
The whole trip was really great. We got some sea duck hunting in later on with Adam, myself. We got to hunt a day together hunting sea ducks. You went out on the ocean.
Yeah, I went with JD and Joe, and that was I'm a legit professional duck hunter now. That's all I want to do. So it's different.
Kodiak Island offers some very special and unique and still yet affordable opportunities.
Yes,
look into that for your next adventure. Give Foxtail Lodge a call if you want to pick their brain and hear about what they have to offer, and maybe even alternative options too. I'm sure they're out there. They're willing to help guys have some Kodiak Island adventures.
Yep.
I think it's a special place. There's something about being in mountains like that with this many cool bucks and deer and rut behavior, along with the fishing and the duck hunting and all that comes in the whole package. But it's also that there's gigantic brown bears walking around, and you bump into them on a fairly routine basis.
Yep.
There's something that makes you feel alive knowing that there's
a truck coming to
with
to
teeth
get
and
you.
jaws walking through the woods. I mean, it's quite the. I think as far as bears go, the bears on Kodiak, in my estimation, are quite a bit more docile than, say, the ones on the edge of Yellowstone National Park in Montana,
Wyoming, and parts of Idaho.
And so if the bears are giving you pause, do a little more digging in that respect, because a lot of these fish-eating bears, especially, they seem to have a different attitude than the
inland
starving bears,
land sharks,
the predator
that want
ones,
to smash you in
the
the
ones
jaws.
that eat black bears and that kill fawns for a living, and full-grown moose. Those are the ones that are a little more nerve-wracking than the ones that just pick salmon out of a river.
Right.
So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this series. Don't forget, if you want to support us, you like what we do, get in on our new giveaway. Use the code GRITTY over at Peaks. If you don't have a pair of gaiters, you don't have a trekking pole, you don't have a teepee, you don't have some other stuff, go check out what they have to offer. Go to peaksequipment.com. Yep. You'll find it all there. Use the code GRITTY. You'll get a discount just in time for Christmas, and you might be the lucky person who wins the Gritty Stole Christmas giveaway.
Yes.
My whole gear package, it's there for one lucky winner. Excited to do that. You have it between now and December 17th to be entered to win. Like I said, just shop over there. And every dollar you spend helps us keep putting these shows out for you guys. And for those of you who are interested in bear hunting or just want to hang out with us,
or learn about bear hunting,
we are bringing a bear hunting seminar, multi-day bear hunting seminar to a city near you. We're going to hit 3 different cities, I believe.
Yes.
In a short little window of time, coming up real soon. If you want to sign up and join us, it's a multi-day seminar to myself, Lampers, Livesay, Brad. We're going to sit there. We're going to talk to you and teach you about bear hunting, everything that we have to know. It's a multi-day event. Go to
e-scouting, everything.
The whole thing. Go to
westernbeartour.com.
Westernbeartour.com. Get the details there. Can't thank you enough for all your support. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Leave us a comment below. Thanks for tuning in, and stay gritty.